Cool.
I mean, all it's done is make a big pot here. You fancy that Gregory's not in bad shape right now.
Well, yeah. 3 overs.
10, 3.
I think
10.
Dave Gregory will be betting this.
Check. Check.
This will be about
All in.
35,000. Oh, he's got all in.
He just pounded
Yeah.
it. And just wonder what would have happened if Smith had gone all in before the flop.
Pass.
He can't call Dave, can he? How can he?
And pass.
He couldn't call that. 80 more thousand with a pair of deuces.
So Dave Gregory taking the momentum back away from Paul Smith. And with 431,000, I think he's back near his peak.
Yeah.
5 and 10,000 are to blind. Smith on the button.
Pass.
Probably a factor of the blinds. He feels like he can be patient there.
Raise 15.
I think Gregory will give these up.
No, call. He must call with these two cards.
15,000 more.
I think he's probably thinking about raising.
Call.
Flop to come. Action will be on Broadhurst, who's looking to make a pair. Interesting to see what will happen if Broadhurst misses. He comes an ace or a king. Will he try and represent?
5, queen, ace.
It's all
All in.
academic from here.
All in.
Nice bet.
And pass.
Nice bet. If you're not putting the other guy on an ace. 'Cause if he had ace, Dave, then he's out.
Yeah.
You know, he only gets called if he's got an ace.
Tell you, these guys definitely came to play, but they didn't come to chat, did they? I mean,
Well, they're definitely mixing it up a bit more now, Jesse, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
The last 20 minutes.
because the first three got knocked out so fast, Ian, I mean, there is a lot of play in this three-hand. We're seeing a lot of flops, a lot of bluffs. It's nice poker.
Yeah.
25.
25.
I think he'll be going all in here. Paul.
20 more.
There you go.
All in.
And,
How much
Gregory
more?
definitely asked for a count here. He has every right to feel like his cards are live, doesn't he?
Yeah, he will think that they're live. He still wouldn't want to be calling. How many
52 more.
52 more.
52 to win 82.
He might fancy these two cards. I mean, I like 8-10, to be fair. But that's only because they're my roulette numbers. Only when I ain't got the
25.
Greek fish with me.
Plus 52.
Sorry. Yes, 52 to you.
I mean, you know, if Smith does have something like ace-king, Gregory's not that far away from getting the price. Something like 7 to 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, as it is, he's since he's dominated, he is not getting the price, but he's not to know really. But you don't really believe in pot odds, do you? As far as the tournament goes?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It just doesn't bother me at all. I know the Yanks are big on it.
Oh,
Jesse.
yeah.
Pot odds this, pot odds that. But at the end of the day, if you're
it makes you sick.
yeah,
really.
if you're getting 5 to 1 your money, you know, and you get beat, you're still out. Pot odds, no pot odds, you're out.
I'm with you. And Gregory seems to be of your mindset
Okay.
too. Don't feed the bear, he says.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's looking at Paul Smith with a little bit of respect because like Smith has come over the top of him 3 or 4 times.
Well, he must feel cock-a-hoot now, mustn't he,
Yeah.
Paul Smith? He started it in a few cards and he's got more chips now than he started with.
of the different currents at this table, it does seem more likely that Smith is going to be the one to either double up or go out against Dave Gregory rather than Broadhurst, who seems content to try and get head up and grab a chance at it. But I mean, obviously cards could decide it.
And just as you're saying that, he's just calling with the ace here, Jesse, obviously with a trap in mind.
Smith has gambling in mind right here. He's looking to take a chance to win some money, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this! Broadhurst with the re-raise all in. This is strong.
That's what I said. He's just flat called, open for someone to have a raise, and he's going to come in.
And all in, call.
Well, I couldn't be wronger because thinking that Gregory was surely going to be in this mix-up, it is instead Broadhurst and Smith basically playing for same dough. This is going to decide who goes heads up, and Broadhurst has managed to get himself with a nose in front. It was a bit tricky, Linton, with the ace, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had...
Queen.
Oh, my.
Well, it's not going to matter now. That was a... Well,
that's his lot.
Yeah.
He can't draw the ace.
Broadhurst needs to hit a 10, and that's it.
Go to a 10.
This is no fun for Dave Broadhurst. He loved the spot he was in, but it needs to be a bullet here.
No, 10.
Excuse me, it needs to be a 10. Right you are, and it not. I think he's out.
I don't think
Dave Broadhurst out in third. He gave it a good run.
Yeah.
unlucky, mate.
But,
He played a good game. He played a good game.
And who would have thought this? After hand number 1, you could have written Paul Smith's address on the back of a postcard and mailed him home. But, he's reached the head up.
Dave Gregory is dominating this heat, but Paul Smith is fighting back. Find out what happens after the break.
No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com.
Welcome back to Heads Up in the first heat of the PartyPoker.com European Open 3. Who will be leaving with nothing and who will be joining the semifinals? Jesse May and Ian Fraser are our commentators tonight.
Head up, and who would have thunk? Who would have thunk that Paul Smith could have gotten the head up with a big chunk of dough? And the funny thing, Ian, is that even though Dave Gregory has the chip lead, Paul Smith must feel like he's in front.
Yeah, for sure he does. I mean, just the last 40 minutes of this game's been fantastic for him.
Thank you.
You know, we all see him. He's very first hand. He lost over half his stack, Jesse, but he's held on in there, and he's got every chance possible now.
Statistically, everything should favor Dave Gregory. Not only do he have the chip lead, he has all the experience. Right now, it's a 2-to-1 chip advantage. Gregory will probably be looking for that number, trying to go from 400,000 to 450, because that's a big number psychologically for him, because he can take a free shot and still be even up if he loses.
Yeah. I don't think they count their chips so much when you get to this sort of stage. It's more of momentum of hands. If you feel like the guy keeps pinching hands off you, you just automatically on your back foot. You wonder what's going to happen to change it.
Little limp in from Dave Gregory, and Paul Smith has got wheedles here. Absolutely nothing.
You know, like even there, Gregory's flat called. He's given Paul Smith every opportunity to bung a raise in there and take the pot down.
This is action here. 2 pair for Paul Smith. Flush draw for Dave Gregory.
20.
We could be seeing them all go in.
Well, I wouldn't be going all in here if I was Smith. I'd be trying to get him on the hook. You know,
Cool.
yeah, see, flat call.
Right. I mean,
Because he knows Dave is going to come out betting.
the flush draw is actually the worst hand he could be up against. I mean, from Smith's point of view. Oh, it's full house!
Okay.
And now he'll just keep checking, won't he?
Yeah.
Check.
Well, he'll hope to God he hits a flush now. He can't contain himself.
Oh,
80.
oh wow.
This is what we were saying earlier, Jesse. You got to know your players, and if you got the nuts or you got a good hand, let them bluff their chips off to you. You don't want to be raising. I'd get an Oscar for this. How long it'd take me to just flat call this.